It's so wonderful to be here with you today. When most of us picture a wedding, we think about an intimate, deeply personal choice. It's about two individual hearts choosing to walk life together. It's beautiful and it's personal. But if you travel to the South Pacific, to the beautiful island of Samoa, a wedding becomes something much, much bigger. It completely transcends just the two people standing at the altar. In traditional Samoan life, a marriage is a massive sacred alliance. It is a lifelong bond that weaves together two entire extended families. They call this the Iga, and it brings together two entire extended families. They call this the Iga because of the generationals that are being brought together. Today, I want to take you on a little journey into the heart of the traditional Samoan wedding. We will look at three beautiful pillars that make it so unique. One will be the family, the next, the exchange of the deeply beautiful treasures, and the incredible ceremony dance that brings everyone together at the end. To really understand a Samoan marriage, you have to understand one thing. You don't just marry a person, you marry into a community. It is absolutely impossible to have a wedding without the blessing and complete unity of the extended family. If we look back at history, these unions are traditionally arranged by village chiefs and elders. It is a strategic, beautiful way to build political ties and lift up the community. Now, of course, times have changed. Today, couples absolutely choose their own partners, but that deep-rooted family involvement, that hasn't gone anywhere. Before any vows are spoken, both families have to formally meet to respect and approve the match. Representatives sit down for extensive, heartfelt discussions. This is where the groom's family shows that they are ready and capable of loving and taking care of the bride, bringing massive offerings of food and respect to the bride's family and the village leaders. Once the families are on the same page, the heart of the ritual happens through an exchange of a cultural treasures. Now, let me clarify, and this isn't your typical modern day registry. We aren't talking about blenders and air fryers here. This is a profound, beautifully balanced exchange of heritage. First, the bride's family brings towards an itoga. These are stunning, completely hand-woven fine mats made from dried leaves. They aren't just fabric, they are priceless family heirlooms that carry the spiritual history and blessing of the family line. To each of its gifts, the groom's family brings out an ola. Historically, this is meant like a livestock and a grand wedding feast. Today, it often includes modern financial support and gifts to help the couples get started. Think about it less like a transaction and more like a literal physical weaving together of two family trees. Finally, no Samoan wedding is truly complete without stepping back into history through the attire and celebration. On her big day, the bride wears a magnificent gown made with traditional elements topped with a breathtaking tuiga. This is a majestic ceremonial headdress made of bark, polished shells, and a ground of feathers and hair. It's heavy, it's regal, and wearing it is absolute honor. But the true peak of the whole night is a dance called the tuaga. At the reception, the bride steps up to perform this grateful, rhythmic solo dance all by herself. Her fluid hand movements tell the story of virtue, history, and identity. But she doesn't stay alone for long. She dances. Members of both families start joyfully shouting, clapping, and leaping onto the dance floor to support her. It is an amazing sight, and it signals to everyone in the room that the hard work of joining the two families is officially complete, successful, and deeply blessed. At the end of the day, a traditional Samoan wedding is much more than just a celebration of romance. It's living, breathing exhibition of community, faith, and family through the deep respect of the family meetings, the ancient balance of the gifts, and the joyful chaos of the final dance. Samoa shows us something beautiful. It reminds us that the marriage is a family anchor for society. It proves that when two people stand up in the altar and they look each other in the eyes to say, I do, an entire community stands up right behind them to say, we do. Thank you so much.